guys, today I'm going to teach you a lesson on multiplying by the multiples of 10. So let's take a look here. So here I have 42 times 10. So the trick that I'm going to use is I'm going to underline the digits that are not zero. So I'm going to underline 42 and 1. And I'm going to multiply those digits that are not zero together. So 42 times 1 gives me 42. And I have 1 0 right here, so I'm going to add 1 0 to my product. So 42 times 10 gives me 420. That's my product. So let's look at this next example. This next example, I have 5 times 10. So I'm going to underline the digits that are not zeros. So I have 5 times 1. Well, I know that 5 times 1 is 5. And I have 1 0 on this side of the equal sign. So I'm going to add 1 0 on this side. 5 times 10 equals 50. 50 is the product. The product is the answer to a multiplication problem. Okay, let's look at our next one. My next, I have 6 times 60. Notice that I underline 6 and 6. Those are the digits that are not zeros. So I have 6 times 6. I know that is 36. I have 1 0, so I'm going to add 1 0 to my product, which gives me 360. 6 times 60 equals 360. Okay? Now I am going to underline the 3 and the 9 because those are my digits that are not zeros. 3 times 9 is 27. So I'm going to write 27 over here. I have 1 0, so I'm going to add 1 0 right here. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can underline the correct digits for 26 times 10. Okay, let's see if you were correct. So you should have underlined 26 and 1. Well, I know that 26 times 1 gives me 26. And I need to add 1 0 to the end. So my product is 260. Okay, let's look at some more examples. Okay, this time my numbers look a little bit bigger and there are some more zeros. So let's take a look and see how we will solve those. We are still going to underline the digits that are not zeros. So we are going to underline 4 and 6. 4 times 6 is 24. So I'm going to write 24 right here. This time I have 2 zeros. So guess how many zeros I'm going to add over here? 2. I'm going to add 2 zeros. 4 times 600 equals 2,400. Okay, let's try this one. I'm going to underline the digits that are not zero. So I'm underlining 7 and 8. 7 times 8. What is 7 times 8? 7 times 8 is 56. So I'm going to write 56. And I have 2 zeros. So I'm going to add 2 zeros to 56, which brings my product to 5,600. Okay, let's look at this one. 5 times 300. Pause the video and think about which digits I'm going to underline. Okay, let's underline 5 and 3. I know that 5 times 3 is 15. Pause the video and think about how many zeros you are going to add to 15. You should add 2 zeros, 1, 2. which gives you a grand total of your product of 1,500. Don't forget to add your comma in between your thousands and your hundreds place. Okay, let's look at our last one. Can you already guess what digits I'm going to underline? I'm going to underline 22 and 1. Do you know what 22 times 1 is? 22 times 1 is 22. And I have 2 zeros on this side, so I need to add 2 zeros on this side, which gives me a total of 2,200. Okay, let's look at these in some word problems. For his birthday, Mr. Dumford got 23 of the same dollar bills from his friends. If he got 23 $10 bills, how much money did Mr. Dumford get for his birthday? Well, let's see about the silver platter information that it already gives us in the problem that we don't have to work for. Well, I know that Mr. Dumford got 23 $10 bills, okay? And I want to know how much money did Mr. Dumford get for his birthday? Well, he got 23 $10 bills. Okay, so right here, instead of saying $10 bills right here, I'm going to kind of cross this out and put my multiply by 10, since he got $10 bills. So that means that I need to multiply 23 by 10. Now, why am I doing that again? Let's go back and look at the problem. If he got 23, that's where I got my 23, $10 bills, multiplied by 10, how much money did Mr. Dumford get for his birthday? So now I can go ahead and solve this problem. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use the trick that I know. I'm going to underline the digits that are not zero. So I'm going to underline 23 and 1. I know that 23 times 1 gives me 23. I need to add 1 0 to the end of 23 to give me a new product of 230. But 230 is not my answer. This needs a label. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about 230 cows? What are we talking about? 230 pencils? The question says, how much money did Mr. Dumford get for his birthday? So this is talking about money. This is talking about dollar bills. So I need to add dollars to the end of this. Okay? Mr. Dumford got $230. You could even go above and beyond by saying Mr. Dumford got $230 for his birthday. Wow, he got a lot of money for his birthday. Let's look at another word problem. This says, if you clean out your piggy bank and you count 243 dimes, how many cents would that be? Well, I'm going to go ahead and underline my question. How many cents would that be? So let's look at this. What silver platter information do we have? Well, I know we have 243 dimes. That is silver platter information. They give that to us. We don't even have to work for that information. Okay? I know that a dime is worth how much? 10 cents. So I'm going to cross out dimes right here, and I'm going to multiply by 10 because a dime is worth 10 cents. Okay? So let's go back to the beginning of the problem because I already forgot what we were solving for. If you clean out your piggy bank and you count 243 dimes. How many cents would that be? Well, I have 243 dimes. I know I need to multiply that by 10 because dimes are worth 10 cents. Okay, let's see what that's going to give me. I can use my trick here. I'm going to underline the digits that are not ones. That are not zeros. So 243 times 1 would give me what? 243. I have 1 0 on this side, so how many zeros do I need to add on this side? 1 0. This gives me a product of 2,430. But this is not our answer. We need a label on this. So what were we talking about? Were we talking about cows? Are we talking about pencils? How many cents would that be? So this is 2,430 cents. You must label your answer. That's very important. All right, let's take a look at one more word problem. Mrs. LaRusso has a roll of tickets. There are 234 students in 4th grade, and she gives each student 10 tickets. How many tickets did Miss LaRusso give out? Well, the first thing I'm going to do here is underline my question. How many tickets did Miss LaRusso give out? Also, I need to figure out what is my silver platter information. Well, I can see that there are 234 students. And she gave each student 10 tickets. That each is also a very big hint that we are multiplying. Okay? Since there are 234 students, I am going to multiply this by 10 because each student got 10 tickets. 234 students, each student got 10 tickets. So let's see how many tickets she gave out. Do you remember the trick by multiplying by multiples of 10? What digits am I going to underline? 234 times 1. Well, I know that's going to give me 234. Okay? I have 1 0 here, so I need to add 1 0 to the end, which gives me a product of 2,340. Okay? But this is not my answer. I am missing a label. What is this? 2,340 what? Well, how many tickets did Mrs. LaRusso give out? We're talking about tickets here. So she gave out 2,340 tickets. Wow, that's a lot of tickets. All right, guys, thanks for watching.